Ice Cube, starting July 10th on CBS, Thriller, and Fight TV. That's right, every Saturday. Bring the fire with the big three, baby. Yeah,
You
yeah.
fighting, me and you get into a fight, we fight each other. We ain't gonna let nobody else fight.
Word.
You know what I mean? It's that situation. But yeah, we got to pick ourselves up, proverbially by a bootstrap, and start showing self-respect before somebody else can do it. But we still need to call it out if somebody does it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely, man.
Indeed, good conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's talk about NBA Youngboy, man, because now we got some news that NBA Youngboy is likely to remain in prison until his trial. Now, back in April, NBA Youngboy's bond was revoked by a United States magistrate judge. Now, he actually came back recently and appealed that, but they hit him with the hammer today, and they actually showed this picture. I put it up on the screen of NBA Youngboy toting that heat, holding an AK, whatever he had in his hand, with a young kid under his arm. And they cited that, being one of the reasons, him trying to evade the police and his criminal record as one of the main, or a couple of the main reasons why they do not want to give him a bond. So it's looking like NBA Youngboy is going to stay behind bars and fight from behind bars for his trial coming up, Sam. Man, not good for NBA Youngboy, not good at all.
It sucks, man. It does. May say some things people don't like though. And here it is, NBA Youngboy, and not so much his music as much as his influence on this younger generation. It's like top three. You hear Lil Baby, Young Boy. You hear a couple other names that get thrown out there. Roddy Ricch, a couple other names that get thrown out there. But NBA Youngboy, Lil Baby is pick 'em, one or two. And for him to be sitting here with legal trouble and dealing with legal trouble throughout his life and never seemingly letting the streets go and allowing this business and getting just deep into this business and providing generational wealth for your family, he always kind of had that mental, just, I don't know, like, let me say this, because I feel like I don't want anybody to be behind bars, but I'm hoping that this time behind bars, as long as he may be behind there, turns this young man into something different, and we see something like we did with what's that brother's name that got out in Brooklyn? My man that was in there for Bobby Smurder. Yeah, because if not, I would hate to see what happens to him, because he ain't letting it go. You listen to him talk, his mind ain't there all the time, and I don't want to see nothing happen to this dude.
And I look at it like this though. I get it. It's a lot of offenses, and that's unacceptable. Like the picture of him with the kid, like why? You know what I mean? That to me, that's unacceptable. But I look at it kind of like this, a lot of these guys are still in that element, man. And they probably have the mindset, even though we probably can't see this, most people won't. They probably had a mindset like, yo, it's better to be caught. What had a joint on me and be able to save my life rather than me and I have it on, because they in that element. Like they beefing with this person, they beefing with cats out of state, rappers is dropping, because now he's going to trial for his gun possession. So it's just like, I understand. I'm not saying that it's right. You know what I'm saying? But if I was in a situation, I'll probably do the same thing. I will probably definitely do the same thing and be holding that heat rather than taking a chance of me getting smoked out here, because it's real for him. Remember, I think last year, the year before, it was dumping. I think I don't know if it was in Miami. One of them concerts, somebody was shooting at him. They shot it back. You see people like Little Dirk and shit, things going on like that. So, them guys gotta, at some point, take both feet up out of the street and put him in the game and stop living that street life. But for NBA Youngboy, he's knee deep. And what makes it so sad though, the dude was like on I think the Billboard or whatever. Like he was one of the top earners.
That's what I'm saying.
Last year. Like the dude is on fire. The dude is hot. And we interviewed his brother, and it seemed like he had some pretty good, solid cats around him. But he's young, and he's gonna have to learn his lesson the hard way this time, Sam, man.
I was gonna talk about OG3 because he seemed like a very grounded brother and a very good dude around him. He's currently sitting behind bars as well. So
I thought he got out. No?
Did he get out? I
think he got out.
That. Okay,
I think
good,
so.
good,
But he did get arrested. I forgot for what.
Yeah, shit happens, man. But I'm glad he's sitting out, and hopefully, like I said, when he gets out, NBA Youngboy, whenever that may be, he turns his life around. Because I don't know if you're aware, but I'm sure you are, the Fred Joe Brain situation when he got caught up with the feds out there and Rolling Loud.
Oh yeah,
he's dealing with shit with beef with NBA Youngboy. So his name is just in every fucking little thing. I don't know. I pray for him and his family, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I wanted to ask you about this. What do you think about Charlamagne the God being given a new Comedy Central late night show that just dropped last week? We didn't cover that last week.
Cool, good. I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm never going to be mad at somebody getting more money. do your thing. I don't know if I'm going to sit back and be a fan and watch it necessarily. That doesn't mean necessarily I'm hating on it. It's just the way shit is now. It ain't like it used to be back in the day where, thank goodness it's Friday, TGIF is on, and you know exactly what show's coming on 8, 9,
Right.
10, 11. I don't be paying attention to fucking TV like that no more. If it ain't sports or ain't on YouTube, I really don't know what's going on. So, but I'm really rooting for him, and I hope as well. And yeah, that's really all I got to say about it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna talk this last story we're gonna cover, man. The other day, Shadi Treyway, he put up a photo of himself in prison, and he pretty much alluded to him actually coming home sooner than what people think. Now he's supposedly supposed to stay in there till August 2031, so that's about 10 more years that he has to do it. I think they gave him like time served from the time he was sitting in there. So what do you think? Think he's calling a bluff, or do you think that he's really going to be coming home soon?
I talked about this on Viral, and I think, and a lot of people in the comment section were saying snitching. He's coming home because of that. A lot of people saying y'all stupid. Like there's appeals and there's things that lawyers can do to get him out earlier. Right. And then there's people saying that he's full of shit. This ain't the first time he said this. And I think that there may be something to it. He's sitting there. He looks like he's all smiles and happy to me. I doubt that he is. I'm sure he'd rather be home. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Will it be next month? I doubt it. Will it be next year? We'll see. Will he do his full 15?
I think, I mean, honestly, I think, soon might be like 6 years.
Exactly. 7 years. Soon to 15 is more so like that. We ain't talking next week now, brother. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, but he got bigger there, man. He had to put on that weight. He used to be mad skinny in the street. Nah, nigga, as big as me now. I'm like, God damn.
Fucking yard. But he all smiles, man. What do you think 6ix9ine was thinking when he saw that shit?
Probably shit himself. What do you think about this, though, speaking of your boy, 6ix9ine?
My boy.
Did you see him? Did you see the picture, Whack 100 and Academics? They're supposed to be, Whack 100 supposedly interviewed him. He's been getting a lot of backlash for that. What do you think about Whack 100 interviewing 6ix9ine? Last question.
Well, there's also a lot going around that Whack, Academics, and 6ix9ine are working together.
Oh, man.
And they have been working together. All speculation. We don't have any inside sources, what I'm hearing on the street.
That makes sense.
And I've heard it for a very long time that they're all in cahoots. And we heard what Whack 100 said maybe a couple months ago, maybe about a month ago now, that 6ix9ine has to address the situation. He needs to hold himself accountable. He went out and said that out of nowhere, and now this. So it may be some things going on. We heard from Gunplay yesterday that 6ix9ine is reaching out to people. We've heard this before, to try to keep his name relevant and get on records and stuff. So a beef with or conversation with Whack 100 will definitely draw some headlines.
Yeah, and it's like he kind of already is accepted in the game, I will probably say, but most people still ain't dealing with him. I think to me, it's like these are desperate attempts, for him to try to remain as relevant as he can. Because you said his album did wood.
It was wood.
You know what I mean? He still got his core fan base or whatever, but I just think that anybody who's around this dude, man, that's not the type of friend you'll want to have, yo. Like, the dude's connected with the feds. He's still working because they said he got to work. You know what I mean? He's going to be working close with him. So why in the hell would you, and they ain't like Whack 100's a journalist, nigga. You a fucking bodyguard and you own a truck business and a music manager. So what are you doing interviewing this dude? I'm not throwing no shade or nothing, but it's like, it's like every man for themselves. And Whack 100 is probably looking at himself, maybe, trying to get a bag out of the situation. I heard some people saying he might even be trying to manage the cat. I don't know. It's going crazy. But if we find out that they're working together, I wouldn't be surprised.